In this video, we'll be cutting some wood for the winter. I'll show you some upgrades I've done to the off-grid cabin, as well as installing a major upgrade for clean and drinking water. Also, I'll be doing some hunting of grouse and much more. Stay tuned. Come on, Torvy. Here, up. See me ready? You ready to go? So I'm at the cabin here. We've done a lot of work on the cabin. But right now, I gotta get some firewood. That's all I have for the winter so far. It's been raining like this for the longest time. It's been probably going on 2 weeks now. I'll just do a spin, show you right quick, and I'll show you guys that. Oh, chain up. Chainsaw loaded up, got some gas. That's just extra gas, so actually I don't need to take this with me. But I have a permit for cutting roadside, so I don't have to trek across bogs or anything like that. Although with that permit I can cut green trees, and I probably will be cutting some green trees for next year. But right now I just got to get some more dry stuff. They're already somewhat seasoned. There was some heavy equipment in that worked on the trail, and what they did is they kind of pushed trees off to the side, so those trees were uprooted and they died earlier on in the season. So that's the ones I'm heading for right now. We're hoping to get a couple loads of that today. I don't want to bore you with the ride, so in the meantime, here's some footage that I had that I didn't really have anywhere to put it, but just a bit of grouse hunting I did on the way in one day. I've just seen a grouse up there. He flew up into the tree. Let's see if I can see him. I'm gonna go in here, see if we can see up there. Not really preferred landscape, but I'm gonna see if I can see him anyway. I know he's up there somewhere. I just can't see him now. If I kick the tree, I might see him fly, and he might go to another tree. Done that before, but as you can see, the trees up there are so thick on top. Let's see if we can kick a tree that we might think he's in. See if we can. Oh, I see some straight up. All right, I'm gonna have lunch tonight anyways. Goodness, he fell right down some kind of hole. All right, well, I got supper. Right there should be fine. So I just spooked the grouse driving by up in this tree. I gotta go in and see if I can see him now. Where's this guy? Oh, I see him. You see him up there? Gonna be eating good tonight again. Another blessing. There. Shot high, right in the head. Clean kill. See if there's any more around. Nope, I think that's it. There, and he just kind of stood there. I never had time to get the camera going and get the gun out, and he started to run. So what I did is I kind of jumped off the bike and scared him, and he took flight, and I seen him fly up and over. So that's kind of what you want to do. Run, just scream and throw your arms up. They're kind of a dumb bird, right? They don't go far. They'll just fly right up into a tree. Then you can take your time, get a nice ethical kill. Out. Go explore. got the chainsaw pinched in here. It's not badly pinched, it's just on the other side a little bit, but come on, work your way out. There we go. All right. Corey! Do you want to run? You want to run? Still lots there, but I got to climb over all these logs to get at it, and it's a tripping hazard with the rain right now. I don't want to risk it. You ready? Come on, let's go. These here are actually still rooted in. They're still green. Those up there are dead. Those will be okay, but I gotta go up over that muddy embankment and over those slippery logs. I'm out here by myself, so I'm playing it safe. Same thing as this one. It looks like it's dead, but when you get right to the top, it's still got a tuft of green to it. Maybe later I'll come back for it, because I do need green wood for next year, but my focus right now is to get wood for this winter. It's already partially seasoned, because when I released from the military and I moved home, I had so much stuff going on. I never had time to get out here and get wood, so. Down this little brook here, there's all kinds back there over the brook, but it's got to be cut from there. I got to climb over everything. There's lots here that I can focus on later on. Well, we got a full load here now. I'm not going to load up any more than that. We'll bring that back to the cabin and unload it. Hey, want to head back? Get the fire going? Get a nice warm coffee? Coffee's for me, not the dog. Well, I'm back at the cabin and I got to install something. So right now when I need water, that's the pond down there. I don't know why that wood is there. I go to the pond and I bring up the water in buckets. But currently this is my water setup for drinking water. Up here, if you look down, there's two of those filters. I turned this into basically like a knockoff Berkeley filter. Those are two carbon filters. They're threaded through the lid right here. And then I fill this up with water. And it slowly drips, gravity fed until I get good drinking water that pours out. It's good fresh water. This system works fine. However, it's just two carbon filters. Carbon filters are not as good as like a reverse osmosis filter. Carbon filters will remove a lot of sediment and things like that, and it'll also remove chlorine. So what I have to do is I usually put a bit of bleach in with this water up here as it's filtering down, that it'll kill anything that's in it. And then the carbon will actually remove the chlorine. But they're not very good at removing bacteria and viruses. Where my cabin is, it's in a harbor, and I'll step outside here so I can show you guys real quick. This is where I get my water out here. If you look here now, see all the sediment, see all this debris. There's obviously a beaver out here, even right here right now. There is a wing from a grouse. Might have been one that I killed and the carcass got carried out there by a mink or something. I've seen otters right here, I've seen minks here, and there's obvious signs of beavers. So getting my water from here, because of the shape of the lake, and the prevailing winds come straight in this way. So I get a lot of stuff gets pushed in this way. And this is where I got to get my drinking water. So carbon filters, like they're really good for getting sediment and stuff like that, but because there's minks, otters, beavers, and obviously a dead grouse, I always have a little bit of a concern of viruses and certain bacteria that would not get filtered out by the carbon filter in this knockoff Berkeley filter that I made. So that's where this comes in handy. This company, Itehil, I have no idea how to pronounce that, reached out to me, asked me if I would like to do a review on their portable reverse osmosis system. I said sure, good, because that'll actually take care of the concerns that I have about my drinking water, which is great because if I can avoid bleach in the water before I put it in with the carbon filter, nobody really wants to add bleach to their drinking water. So this system hopefully should work. We're going to do a test on it, but first we need to set it up. In here we have the accessory box. Now I already charged this up. It has a little USB-C charger right there. And here we go with the accessory kit. There is one called domestic water, so you can use the one that comes out of here for cleaning or, you know, washing or whatever like that for a shower. And that's your drinking water. So this is going to be the pure, completely purified stuff that you can drink. And the inlet is over on this side. We have the RO filter, and the hybrid filter. Turn it counterclockwise. Feel that? It drops down in place. Now it's in its groove. Push all the way down and turn this. Now it's locked. Arrows line up with the lock. With the hybrid filter in the hybrid slot. I'll just drop it down in between the lock and the unlock. Turn it back towards the unlock, and then all of a sudden she'll clunk and you can push down on it more then. Now I can turn her and she'll lock right in place. And I'll lay this here. There's just so much debris floating around. I'll run the white hose into a little hole that I got in the lid. I'll take this and I'll lay it down here into the water. Whoop, I don't want to fall in. Now, this thing is designed to be very water resistant. I don't know if it's waterproof or not. I don't think it'll matter if it gets wet, but just to be safe, I'm going to throw that on top. All I care about right now is getting drinking water, so that when I come in the cabin, I can just come down here, hit the button, go back up, get the fire and get it ready, maybe get some food on or something like that. And by the time it starts to warm up, I should be able to come down, hopefully have a bucket of clean, fresh drinking water. And I don't have to worry about any bacteria, viruses, nothing like that. Let's see how it works. What are you gonna do? I should have read the manual. Here. Oh, look at that. Water's going up the hose. Look at that. Well, it's not working. It just keeps cutting off. So it turns out the charger I used to charge it, even though the indicator was on saying charging, it wasn't actually charging. It didn't work for it. So what I'm going to do here now, to see if it'll actually work, this is more of a test, it doesn't say anything in the manual. I'm going to hook up my battery pack to the charger and see if it'll run while hooked up to this. If it does, that'd be a great feature. But right now, I actually am going to be using the cable they provided, which is the one I should have used to begin with. Turn that on. Okay. We got the indicator, it's charging. I'll take this thing again, chuck it out in the water. Now let's see if it'll work like that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. This is the washing water. Where do I have the outlet for? Okay, so this would be the drinking water in this one. And it is currently pulling, well, it's pulling 23 watts, but it's running off the battery pack, which is awesome. But now look, check that out. Now we have water flowing. Oh, it's just like bottled water. It's really, really fresh. That's much quicker than the carbon filters that just kind of drip, 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 drip like that. Now, put that in there, come back, and I should have a bucket of clean, fresh, reverse osmosis, bacteria, virus-free, no heavy metals and all that fun stuff. But having an internal battery where it'll function alone, but also where I can use my power pack, that's great, because that way if I need water and the battery's not fully charged back up, because I do run off solar here, and some days, like today, you're not generating a lot of electricity, I can revert to using my power pack. So that's a very pleasant surprise that actually works that way. That's 13 Prevail Bushcraft, another Newfoundlander, and it looks like he's not having any shortage of water either. We just had like a downpour rain, so I'm so glad I put that on there. As you can see, the sediment is all stirred up just from that rain that came down. Let's take a look inside the bucket. Oh yeah, I mean it's over half full. Kind of hard to tell on the camera. Wow, that's really clean. I think we started at 68%, so that's not too bad. I probably get 20 gallons just off this battery alone. So realistically, I'm probably looking at about anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour to fill up a 5-gallon bucket, which is still a lot quicker because the Berkeley would take hours to do because it was just a drip, drip, drip. Let's take a look inside. Nice clean water. That is really, really fresh. I don't know if it makes sense, but it tastes like softer. I don't know than just the carbon filter, but like maybe like a little less acidic. I'm very happy with that. Knowing that I have nice, clean drinking water, I don't have to add any chlorine to. I'll put it in here, charge it back up. You guys are interested in getting one of these? If you go to their website, you put in Daniel 40. I'll have the link in the description below for that, but put in Daniel 40, you get 40% off the system. No, not 40% off, $40 off. I don't know what I was thinking. It's $40 off. Daniel 40 for $40 off. But right now, I'm just gonna relax in here with Torvi. Probably watch something on TV for a bit. I gotta clean up in here, and I'll show you guys tomorrow a little tour in here and out around and show you guys what I've been busy up to. So I'll see you then. I actually gotta go give a buddy of mine a hand at his cabin. He needs help with a stovepipe that he's installing. He's got two cabins. Well, one he's building, one he lives in. He lives in here full time. He has one cabin that's a bigger cabin, but he finds it's a little too big in the wintertime. It goes through way too much firewood. What he's actually doing is on his property, he built another cabin, a smaller one. I'm gonna show you guys that there now in a little bit. That looks chewed off by a beaver, look. It's chewed off by a beaver. We're a good distance from the water here. Man, everything is just so flooded. It's been raining for weeks. I still don't have the inside done, it's still a mess in there, but I'm going to show you guys anyways the progress we got done so far on this cabin. There was a lot of debris around. Well, we had some heavy equipment in here and cleared it all out. The backyard is way more opened up. Brought the camper in here. That was a rough trip. Blew a tire and beat the front of it up a little bit. That's got a whole kitchen set in it and everything, so we're going to use that as like an outdoor screen room, kitchen set. Somewhere to get away from the bugs on a hot summer day when we're up here. Outhouse here that my father made. Check it out, and there's a light comes on. We went solar, so we're completely off grid here. I got the bottom of the cabin skirted in. Mind you, it's kind of just tacked there for now. I'm gonna make it a lot better next year. We started putting in a deck. And currently, that's what it's like. And then we might wrap it all the way around to this side. I don't even have any steps on this one yet. Got a little shed installed there. Store a few things. So yeah, that's pretty much the backyard. We got a lot more room to work with now. So now we have a ramp so we can launch our boat. I'm gonna build a slipway there next year, probably with a floating dock out there somewhere. Show you inside. I have cameras all over the place here. Hey girl, what you doing? What you doing? So this is the inside of the cabin. Let me give you a quick tour. Got a new stove installed, way better than the one that was there. We got a dartboard on the wall, passing time. We got a little fridge over here. Now the fridges aren't easy on solar systems or batteries, so I have a switch here. I can just turn it off, get it cooled off, flick the switch, turn it off, save the battery. It doesn't have to be running all the time. Nice big sink installed. A few dishes I gotta do before I takes off this evening. Our fancy little cloth hanger. Excuse the clutter, like I said. Still got trim to do around the windows. Put some curtains up on a couple other windows. I started doing a little bit of trim around the top here, and I stopped there. All my bear skulls. Not all of them, but some of them. Our coat hanger is a moose rack. That's the moose rack I got with Otter and Zach this year. I got one bear hung up there, another bear rug hung up there. Sorry for, like I said, the clutter. I'm still in the middle of doing stuff, but that's one room. What a mess. We got the top of the rooms open so heat can get in there, and it works fine. This is my son's room. Every room got a little pull cord, click cord. It's just big enough to go in. I gotta put up shelving and stuff in here yet, but it's just big enough to go in and have a little bit of privacy. My daughter's room is in here. There's too much stuff in the way, so we'll put this up over. There you go, same thing. The big bear rug hung up on the roof there. This is the bathroom slash utility room. So I'm gonna show you in here. That's a toilet. That one's for the girls. Or on really cold nights or something, we can use that one. The outhouse mostly is for the boys. This is a bucket shower. It's just a sink drain. And I got a piece of PEX that runs around here. So all you do is you make sure the curtain's on the inside of the barrel. And you just pull that way. And you pull that way. There. And that's your shower bucket and shower hose. Got a little bucket here with water for washing our hands or whatever. Yeah, see, it works. Works fine. And behind here is another mess, but this is the system that powers this place. I designed it myself, put it all together. So far it works perfect, works good. Got batteries and stuff like that for drills and that I use. I got a car battery there. So if it does drop, which right now we're at 44%. It's been going all day running the fridge, so that's not too bad. But if I have to, I get the generator going. I come in here, I switch this over to number 2, and now everything in here is being powered by the generator, and at the same time, battery charger is then charging up the batteries. So then when I turn the generator off, the batteries are all topped back up again. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? All I got left to do now is just tidy up a little bit, do the dishes, make sure the garbage is gone with me, and then I'm heading home very shortly because it's supposed to pour rain again tonight, and tomorrow we're getting over 25 millimeters of rain. But right now I'm just gonna unload the trailer, get the firewood taken out of there, and then get everything packed up and head on home. Stay tuned, there's gonna be lots of adventures coming to you guys from this place, especially when the winter hits and everything starts to freeze over. We'll be spending a lot of time out there ice fishing. And then come next year, we'll spend a lot of time out there in the boat. And I mean, I come out in the mornings, there's grouse here in the front yard sometimes. So this is gonna be a nice base camp where we can come here and have lots of adventures, and I can bring those adventures to you guys. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless, bye. Here's a couple Bible verses for you because I love you guys. Hit pause if you need more time to read them. Click here to see a moose hunt I did with my dad and my son. Click here to see an adventure up on Grouse Mountain here in Newfoundland.